What's up? What's up? This your man, The Real Deal, again with another video. This video is about sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is a blood disease. In your normal person, you know, you have your red blood cells and your white blood cells. But in a normal individual, you know, you have your red blood cells are pretty much intact and they round. But with sickle cell anemia, in that blood disorder, you have mutated red blood cells that can tend to clog up and block arteries or whatnot, you know, which can lead to strokes. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I know a little shorty. You know, he's not even 10 years old right now, and you know, this little man, you know, he had a stroke and he was fighting for his life, you know, for a couple of weeks, you know, but being young like that, he was able to pull over. But my point is this: black people, we need to start taking more accountability for our health. You know what I'm saying? We having a lot of problems out here with mental health and just health in general, heart disease, high blood pressure, you know, bad diet, you know, lack of sleep, you know what I'm saying? And it's really having an effect on the community. But what I want to speak on in particular with that sickle cell anemia, you know, you have millions of people here in this country which is called the carriers, or they have the traits. Now, the only way that one of your children, man, can end up with sickle cell anemia is if both of you guys is carrying the sickle cell trait. You know, maybe it might miss one of the children, but one of them is going to end up with the trait. Or just like the little guy I'm talking about, he's got sickle cell anemia. So, you know, a simple blood test, man, before you lay down and start having these babies. So see, that's the problem with these 80s and these 90s babies. You know what I'm saying? They just going to bed, having unprotected sex, as they call raw dogging. You bringing these babies into these worlds. Don't nobody know, you know, what mental health runs into the family. Don't nobody know what type of blood they have. They just laying down having these kids, and these kids coming out with mental problems, you know, blood disease, and just all type of stuff, man. You know, and it's just having a detrimental effect on the black community. You know what I'm saying? You know, but, you know, we living in this liberal society, man, where it's just about everything goes. You know, this sexual liberation, you know, just all of this fucking, man, you know, and, you know, not only is this irresponsible, but it's downright repulsive, man. You know, because look who's is affected, man. These babies out here. You know, I believe that every child should be able to grow up healthy, man, and go outside and play. You know, learn how to ride a bike. You know, frolic around in the yard. You know, and whatnot. That's just me. That's just what I believe in. You know, but you know, unfortunately, you know, we just don't have. A lot of our young people, and you know, even the older people, man, they just don't give a fuck. You know, but the sickle cell anemia in the black community, you know, that's something that we don't even really talk about too much, and that's been around for a long time, and it affects our community more than any other, you know, of these nationalities out here. You know, and you know, if we gonna survive, you know, and our children's gonna survive, man, we have to start right now, man. Start putting our foot down and start educating, you know, ourselves and our children, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, the different diseases that affect us. You know, because you gotta look at it, man. These last 400 years, man, you know, the pork, the the stress of slavery, you know. I mean, we got all type of psychological issues, man, and diseases that goes back from, you know, the enslavement, you know, of the indigenous people in this country. You know, but that's and that's something else too that I want to talk about. You know, I'm gonna stop talking about, you know, we coming from the slave ship, because it's starting to be more and more proof, man, that we was already here. You know, I mean, but that's a different video. I'm gonna address that. But you know, back to the lecture at hand. You know, sickle cell anemia and all of these different diseases in our community can be prevented, you know, with the education, you know, and accountability. And that's one of the main things that black folks is going to have to start really, really addressing, is accountability in the black community. Men and women and the young people, because we all are a community. It's not just the adults and it's not just the elders. It's all of us collectively. You know, but, you know, that was my message, you know, about sickle cell anemia. I was kind of looking that up, and I was like, you know what? I haven't heard nobody talk about, you know, sickle cell anemia on YouTube. So, you know, I'm going to be a groundbreaker on that, you know, just start talking about mental health and health, period. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, I can always talk about white supremacy, you know, but, you know, come a time you be like, man, motherfuck them white folks sometimes. You know, it's like black first, baby. You know, black first, you know, and our kids first. But anyway, if you like this video, subscribe. And I'm your man, the real deal out of the city of Gary, Indiana. G out, baby. Peace, y'all.